I need a clarification on that. I think that the Drivers and Vehicle Licensing Authority is driver, but we can check. I think it is Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority and not drivers. So they should check, and if that is correct, then there should be consequential amendment in the other subsequent pages.
Very well. Table of Office, cross-check. Page 26, 27, 28, 29. Yes, Honorable Peter Lanchi.
Mr. Speaker, item IVII on page 28. The name of the Director General of the Ghana Maritime Authority is Dr. Kamal Dean Ali. The Dean is spelled as D-E-E-N, not D-E-A-N. Thank you.
Very well. Table of Office, take note. Page 30, 31. Honourable members, in the absence of any further correction, the vote and proceedings of Wednesday, the 4th day of June 2025 is hereby ordered as the true record of proceedings. Honourable members, official report of Thursday, 29th May 2025. Yes, Honourable Kingsley Nyako.
Mr. Speaker, with respect, unless the official report is on the screen, the hard copies were not delivered to us. I went to the table and they didn't have it.
You said it's not on the screen.
I'm saying that unless it is on the screen.
Then check the screen.
Mr. Speaker, I would suggest, if possible, I think it's here. But Mr. Speaker,
all members, is the official report on the screen?
It is here.
Very well.
But it will be difficult to do the correction right now. So,
well, you are not to do the correction on the screen, but you draw my attention to it, and I would direct the table office to take notes and correct it. So all you need to do is to look at it on your screen. It's been on the screen for some time, so that you raise your issue, and if it is genuine, I will accordingly direct the table office to take note and do the necessary corrections. Members, any correction? Members, in the absence of any correction, the official reports of Thursday, 29th May 2025 is adopted as the true records of proceedings. Unless we bring vote for rescission.
No,
So
Mr. Speaker.
I would advise you to draw the table office attention to your concern.
It's not a correction. That's why I waited for you to
Very well.
finish. It's not a correction. Mr. Speaker, I've noticed something. We know it is called Hansard. So that's correct. It's also here, official report, which is correct. But if you check here, they are using the term Hansard, and then the official one which we use is the official report, parliamentary debate. I don't know whether it is possible for them to synchronize the two. because a lot of people will get confused. The Hansard was there. Official report is here. You keep using the term official report, even though we know it's correct. So maybe Parliament will have to choose one term and use it. Then we are all down with it. That's what I was drawing to your attention. It's not correction, Mr. Speaker.
Point well noted. Members, item number 6, business statement for the 3rd week. Chairman of the Business Committee. Majority Leader and Chairman of the Business Committee. Business statement for the 3rd week.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the committee met today, Thursday, 5th June 2025, and arranged business for the House for the 3rd week ending Friday, 13th June 2025. Mr. Speaker, as usual, you may make available to the House communications made to the House. There are 49 questions to be asked of the Attorney General and Minister for Justice, the Minister for Fisheries and Aquaculture, Development, Transport, Labor, Jobs and Employment, Defense, Food and Agriculture, Works, Housing and Water Resources, Interior, Finance, Foreign Affairs, Health, Youth Development, Empowerment, Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts, Roads and Highways. 10 of the questions are urgent, and 39 are oral. Statements may be made by ministers under Order 91-2, and statements may also be made by members under Order 93. Honorable Speaker, bills, papers, and reports may be laid under Order 160, and pursuant to 97, papers may be laid during the week, reports of committees, and etc. Honorable Speaker, motions may be debated and there are consequential resolutions taken. And that basically is the order of business proposed by your committee. And so pursuant to Order 216-2 and subject to Order 67, committee submits to this House the order in which business of the House should be taken in the ensuing week for the adoption of the House. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairman of the business statement. Honourable members, the business statement has been presented. It is now time for your comment. Yes, Professor Kingsley Nyako, you have the floor.
So, we've heard the chairperson of the business committee, but sadly, we don't have copies of the statement, even though we listened to him. And where is it? When I checked, it was not there. It was not there. But I'm saying that it is appropriate to get it on time.
Professor, is it there now?
Asking the question.
Professor, is it there now?
Oh, now.
Very well,
but
very well. Now that it is there. Now that it is there, and you have listened to the chairman of the business committee, so I would direct that the clerk should be very proactive.
My question has to do with
uploading it.
The recomposition of some of the outstanding committees. Mr. Speaker, I'm ranking for private members' bills and motions committee. That is well captured under Order 233. When the committees were composed, there was an error. Actually, a deputy speaker should be the chair. It was not done. But the committee is not sitting because that committee has
you
to be
also said the
recomposed.
deputy speaker. Which of the deputy speakers?
It is not specific in that particular order. It's a deputy speaker. But I'm told that you are the one. But my point is that that committee has to be reconstituted so that we can start working. So, Honorable Leader, I'll be happy if we can get the recomposition of that committee by next week so that we can start working. That committee is not meeting. And I'm told that there are a lot of private members' bills waiting to be attended upon. So I'm just pleading with you that next week, let us deal with that and others. Thank you.
Thank you very much. This is a very important point. So what do? The Committee on Private Members' Bill and Motion is unable to organize any meeting as a result of the error. So we should quickly take the report on the recomposition of the committees so that we can move forward. It is not only the recomposition of the committees, but the delegations. Any further comment? Honourable members, the Business Committee, the business report, our statement is hereby adopted as presented. Honourable members, the next item is numbered 7 on today's other paper. Urgent questions. The minister responsible for roads and highways is in the House to respond to urgent questions and other questions. The first urgent question is standing in the name of Honorable Mahama Ayariga, Member of Parliament for Boku Central and Majority Leader. The Minister is seated. You don't have the floor.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. The Speaker, I ask the question to the Minister for Roads and Highways, the status of the design build contract for the phase 1 of the Tamale Walewale Road, which is from Zabzugu to Walewale, 30 kilometers to, that is kilometer 30 to kilometer 113. So from Walewale to from Tamale to Walewale is 113 kilometers, and the project stretches from kilometer 30, which is Zabzugu, to Walewale, which is kilometer 113. So the question is the status of the design-build road for the Walewale, the Zabzugu to Walewale stretch of the road.
Yes, Honourable Minister, you have the floor.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, my response to the question posed by the Leader of the House. The Tamale Walewale Road forms part of the National Route N10, an 814-kilometer trunk road constituting the Central Corridor Road, which runs from Daboase Junction in the Western Region and ends at Paga on the northern border of Ghana with Côte d'Ivoire. The N10 is a major corridor for transport and transit to and from neighboring landlocked countries from the northern region. The project section starts beyond the urban areas of Zabzugu and traverses towns like Nasia and Walewale. With the current expansion of the Tamale Airport, the road would provide smooth access for travelers. The road was awarded for rehabilitation under a project titled Design Build Contract for Tamale to Walewale Road Phase 1, Zabzugu to Walewale, kilometer 30 to kilometer 113. The project was scheduled to commence on 21st of June 2022 for completion by 20th of December 2025. The duration was originally for 42 calendar months. Designs were undertaken and contractors' camp was set up. The contractor, after taking possession of the site and some money is paid, suspended works due to the debt restructuring. Mr. Speaker, the contract data is as follows. The contractor, Kalapatura Projects International Limited, JMC, from India. Engineers Assistance is Engineers Incorporated and Vision Consult. Funding agency is Exim Bank of India under Buyer's Credit Agreement. Commencement date 21st June 2022. Project duration was for 42 calendar months. Completion date was supposed to be 20th December 2025. Accepted contract amount was $158 million, 617, and then 764. Advance payment of $29,648,180 was paid, amounting to 20%. Physical completion, Mr. Speaker, is 1%. Defect notification period, 365 days. However, on the 11th of March 2024, after taking 20% of the amount, which equates to about $30 million, the contractor served a notice of termination on 1st March 2024. Mr. Speaker, the contractor further attempted claiming another $14 million, though he didn't do any work, but claimed $30 million. Mr. Speaker, this is my response.
Yes, Honorable Majority Leader. Any supplementary question?
Right Honorable Speaker, because it is not a written answer, I did not hear clearly the names of the contractor and also the engineers. So if he can repeat the names of the contractor and also the engineer. And can we know what informed the notice of termination by the contractor? Because it says the contractor served notice of termination on 11th of March 2024. No, 1st of March 2024, he served notice of termination. What happened on the 11th of March 2024? Was that the sword cutting?
Majority Leader, you have exhausted all your supplementary questions because the questions are 3 in 1. Yes, Honourable Minister, you have the floor.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. What I said was the name of the contractor. As of the time we're contracting in this house was JMC. They have since tried to change their name to Kalpatura Project, saying that this Kalpatura has now bought JMC, which is an Indian firm, and the engineers are IMS Engineers Incorporated and Vision Consult. What I also said was that the notice of termination was served on the 11th of March 2024. What constituted this? All I know is that the contractor said due to the debt restructuring, the project could not go on. But Mr. Speaker, as I said, before then, they successfully drew down almost $30 million. And it will interest you to know that the sword was cut for this project by our beloved former Vice President, Dr. Baumia. And then the project actually was supposed to commence. I also noticed that on June 17, 2024, the then Vice President assured the country that the project was going to resume after the completion of the debt restructuring, not knowing that on the 11th of March, the contractor has already served notice of termination. So the Vice President then didn't even know that the contractor has already served notice to terminate the project in March, in March. And then he was promising in June that the work will be terminated. Mr. Speaker, this is not very usual, to be honest. That, if you remember at that time, Ghana owes contractors more than 20 billion Ghana cedi. So for us to be able to find $20 million and pay a contractor, $30 million to pay a contractor, and he did absolutely no work. And now, after taking $30 million, has served notice. Basically, he took our money and wanted to serve notice. Mr. Speaker, that cannot happen. This contractor will be asked to either do the work up to $30 million or we make the necessary recommendations for actions to be taken within our country, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honourable Majority Leader.
So what you are saying is that the road from Tamale or Zabzugu is very close to Tamale. The road from Zabzugu to Walwale, and Walwale is the hometown of the former Vice President and flag bearer of the new Patriotic Party. That is, so this road was awarded on contract by the government of the NPP to a contractor for upgrading. And the road costs
Honourable Majority Leader.
158 million United States dollars. And the contractor took $30 million and has done only 1% of the job. Can you confirm these facts to me?
Honourable members, we have to operate within the meaning of Standing Order 89 and 88.7. Honourable members, 88.7 says that a member in asking question shall not address the House. B, raise any argument. C, offer an opinion. So I will limit the question to confirmation that a member requested for.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, I can confirm that the project cost, as documented, is $158,617,764. And yes, the contractor claimed $29,648,180.20. And the physical progress on site is 1%. In fact, it means that we didn't even finish clearing of the site. And the contractor, in addition to the almost $30 million, is attempting to claim another $14 million. Mr. Speaker, you heard me in the past say that it has become a habit of some of the developers of the suppliers credit, though the debt restructuring meant that they were not working, sit in their offices and make huge claims against government just for standing on the site. And apart from the claim of the $30 million by this contractor for no work done, they actually are attempting to claim another $14 million for no work done, and now decide that after claiming this money, we should leave them out of the contract for us to terminate the contract for them to go. That's what I'm saying, that, Mr. Speaker. As a road minister, knowing that I owe Ghanaian contractors over 21 billion, it is quite disheartening that at the same time that we are unable to pay Ghanaian contractors for work they have done, we have paid somebody $30 million, and the person is basically asking us that we should let him go with our $30 million. And that's what I'm saying, that we shall be able to use the laws within our country to demand that $30 million worth of work is done, or we take the legal actions to make sure that we retrieve our money, Mr. Speaker. That is not going to happen.
Honourable members, the rule is that the questioner must exhaust his supplementary question so that other members may have the floor to also follow up with a supplementary question. Yes, Honourable Majority Leader.
Minister, do you know who did the sword cutting for the construction of this road?
Order, yes, Honorable Abna Ose Asari. The question is, do you know who did the sword cutting?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
What is your objection?
This cannot be a question that has been filed. Respectfully, how do we come here and ask that, do you know the person who did the sword cutting? We do serious business here. This minister has made, Mr. Speaker, the minister has made certain allegations here. And it is that we want to find out. Not who did a sword cutting. Everybody in Ghana knows that usually with these things, they are done on TV, so everybody knows. That is not why we are here. But we want to find out that the minister is claiming that $29 million have been paid for 1% work done. And that is more serious. So let us address that. Who did the sword cutting? It's not as serious as who paid $29 million, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, unfortunately, Honourable Abna Ose Asari doesn't have the authority to determine which question should be allowed and which question should be disallowed. Honourable members, the rules are clear as to a supplementary question. Supplementary questions can flow from the answer given by the minister. The minister in his answer indicated that sword cutting was done for a certain value of money received. They are again requesting for more money, that is $40 million. And the question is, who did the sword cutting? So once the answer has an element of sword cutting, honourable members, I would allow the question. So, Honourable Minister, you have the floor. Honourable Minister, you have the floor. Honourable members, I can give you the floor if you are able to tell me the rules that should enable me to disallow the question, having listened to the answers. Yes, Honourable Nitiwul.
Mr. Speaker, we know the rules and we accept that, Mr. Speaker, you determine the type of questions to admit and the type of questions that can be admitted and what is admitted and what cannot be admitted. We accept that. But, Mr. Speaker, when a majority leader puts a question to a minister, he's the majority of the whole house and leader of the house. So when he puts a question to a minister, I'm very surprised that he will want to find out who did the sword cutting when he himself said on this floor just now that the former vice president cut the sword. He said it. He said it. We were here when he said that.
Honourable members, order. Honourable members, order.
Mr. Speaker, but the actual reason I stood up is because the sword cutting, as you are trying to say, was not cut for the value of the money collected. No. Because that's what Mr. Speaker said. No. He said that they did a sword cutting for the value of the money taken, which is 29.6 million.
I think you have not listened to me well.
Okay, say it.
What I said was when the minister was providing the answer, the minister stated that it was only sword cutting that was done. Certain amount of money has been paid. They are requesting for more. Therefore, the minister in the answer expressly mentioned sword cutting. So if the supplementary question is who conducted the sword cutting, then the question is within the rules. Honourable members, the Honourable Majority Leader never stated on record that the sword cutting was done by A or was done by B. What he said was the project is within the constituency of the former vice president. But he never said the former vice president did the sword cutting. The record can bear us out. So, honourable members, honesty is the best policy. The truth shall make all of us free. Honourable Minister, proceed to answer the question.
Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Professor Kimsili Nyako, please resume your seat.
With respect.
Please resume your seat. Honourable Matthew Nyindam, please resume your seat. Honourable Collins Intim, please resume your seat. Honourable Minister, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, the preamble of my answer suggested that this project is a very important project and indeed very dear to everybody, including the Vice President. The sword was cut by the former Vice President in June 2022. And as I said to you, even in June, former Vice President, Honorable His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and I also said on the 17th of June 2024, when the question was asked as to why the project was not going on 17th of June 2024, he assured that the works would start as soon as the debt restructuring completes. And I'm saying that according to the record, the Vice President then wasn't even aware that whilst he was hoping that the project would continue after the debt restructuring, the contractor actually tendered in their resignation on 11th of March 2024. So the contractor even attempted terminating the work on 11th of March, not known to the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. That is how serious this matter is. So the contractor attempted leaving the site before even the Vice President was encouraging people that the work will continue after the debt restructuring, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, honorable member. Honorable members, I stated here that we should give the opportunity to the questioner to exhaust his supplementary question. Then the floor can be open to other members to ask questions. So I believe when we can go by that, it will help all of us. Honorable member, you have the floor.
Attention to another.
Honorable Majority Leader, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, question is, what steps are being taken to address this situation where the contract for the road from Zabzugu to Wale Wale, which is a significant stretch of the journey for those of us from Boku going to Boku. Zabzugu to Wale Wale is a significant stretch of that journey. That's the basis of my interest. So this contract, which would have made it easier for those of us using the roads, which was to commence 2022 and should have been completed this year, 2025. And $30 million, about $30 million, was taken by the contractor. And only 1% of the job was done. Mr. Speaker, I want to ask the minister, what steps are being taken to remedy this situation?
Mr. Speaker, yes, Mr. Speaker, the Ghana Highway Authority tried to make a call on the advance payment guarantee. However, the contractor secured an injunction from the Indian court to stay the execution of the instrument. The issue was then forwarded to Attorney General for his advice as we speak. So, Mr. Speaker, we are using the legal means through the Attorney General to advise on the way forward to either recover the money or compel the contractor to do the work up to the amount that they've collected.
Honorable Majority Leader, I think we give some flexibility to leaders. But let this be your last question. Very well.
So what hope are you giving to those of us who must necessarily ply that road on our way home and back, and the good people of Wale Wale who clearly have been shortchanged? Good people of Wale Wale who have been shortchanged.
Honorable Collins Adumako, please resume your seat. Honorable members, order. Honorable Clementa Park, please resume your seat. Honorable Nitiwood, you keep on rising. Honorable Leader, hold your question. Let me hear you.
Mr. Speaker, in fact, the question before the last one and this question, they all fringe upon Order 86.1I. And Mr. Speaker, draw your attention to it, that questions shall not be asked to solicit an answer which is readily available in official publications. All the things he's looking for, they were on TV, they were on newspapers, they have been published. They are even in this house. Mr. Speaker, There are even documents in this house. There are documents in this house as well.
Honorable Nitiwood, with all due respect,
thank you.
With what you are doing, I will employ you to read Standing Order 88.8. Standing Order 88.8. Honorable Jerry Shaib, I am on the floor with. So look at Standing Order 88.8.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Standing Order 88 reads.
88.8.
8.
Yes.
So I'm reading 88.
Please read 8. Yes.
That's what I'm reading.
88 sub rule 8.
That's what I'm reading, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
I'm reading Order 88.8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes.
And that's what I want to read.
Very well.
88.8. Where a question has been asked and answered, no debate on it shall be permitted. But Mr. Speaker, what has it got to do with the fact that, what has it got to do? I'm not debating him. Mr. Speaker, what has it got to do with what I've said? I'm not debating him. I'm only pointing out to him that the answers he is seeking infringes on the rule because they are already published. That's all I'm pointing to you. Mr. Speaker, I'm not debating him. I am pointing to you that the answers you are looking for is infringes on the rules because it's already been published. I've given you that.
Honourable members, order. Honourable members, we cannot continue to debate this issue. Honourable members, condition of admissibility of a question, the grounds, the conditions are spelled out in Standing Order 86. So we have passed that particular stage. The questions has been admitted. Honourable members, we cannot go back to predict the answer to the question that is being captured in publications. The question has been admitted, programmed to be answered. The question was asked, the answers are provided. Therefore, the rules are clear on what we should do when it comes to a supplementary question. Once the supplementary question is based on the answer or is within the terms of the question asked, the discretion is for the speaker to allow the supplementary or not to allow the supplementary. I will therefore not allow any member to usurp the authority of the speaker and dictate how the speaker is, whether the speaker should allow the question or not to allow the question. I will therefore plead with the honorable members that I will not open a debate on this issue. Opening a debate on the issue would rather violate our standing orders. Honorable members, kindly resume your seat and let's take the last question from Honorable Majority Leader. Honorable Majority Leader, you have the floor. Honorable Nyindam, kindly resume your seat. Honorable Jerry Ahmed Shaib, kindly resume your seat. You don't have the floor. Honorable Nyindam, will you take your seat? Yes, Honorable Majority Leader, your last supplementary question.
The last question I was asking when I was interrupted by honorable colleagues is what hope can the Minister for Roads under John Dramani Mohammed's government, what hope can you give to the people of Wali who, when Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was vice president, had the road from Zabzugu to Wale awarded on contract, and the contractor took $30 million and assembled vehicles and equipment, and Baumia came and cut short, and the people were hopeful, and nothing happened. What hope can you give to the people?
Honorable Majority Leader, your question. Honorable Minister, limit your answer to the hope that...
No.
Honorable Minister, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker,
Honorable Collins Adomako, I think your conduct is becoming disorderly.
Mr. Speaker, this road is a very important road. That is route number 10 in our country. If all fails, Mr. Speaker, we are already preparing to consider carrying out these works under the President's flagship Big Push project if all things fail. Mr. Speaker, my hope is not high on this project at this stage simply because out of a letter dated 2nd of April 2024, it appears, Mr. Speaker, the contractor attempted relocating the equipment we gave him tax waivers for to another country, which gives a clear indication that the contractor has no interest in carrying out the work. And the Ghana Highway Authority actually wrote warning the contractor to cease transferring the equipment upon which he brought to the country, where we gave him tax waivers, to seize that, which was actually an illegality for you to bring equipment to this country on our tax waivers and relocate those equipment to one of your projects in Gika. The assurance is that if all hopes fail with this contractor, we shall consider doing this project under the Big Push. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Nitiwood, a supplementary question.
Mr. Speaker, I want to ask the minister a question, but also to point to the majority there before the question that President John Mahama cut a sort for your constituency road, Borga to Boku.
Honorable Nitiwood, you are completely out of order. Honorable Nitiwood, you are completely out of order. Please kindly resume your seat.
No, I'm going to ask.
With all due respect, resume your seat.
Thank you.
I will give the floor to Honorable Abna Osei-Asari. Your supplementary question.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I just want some clarification from the minister. The minister mentioned that there was a claim of $29.6 million. I want to find out whether that claim is the same as the amount paid to the contractor. 2, the minister also mentioned that there was an extra 40 million claim. And was that also paid? Because as far as I know, claims are not the same as payments. And 3, I want to find out from the minister.
Honorable
Mr. Speaker. Sorry, Mr. Speaker, I'm just rounding up my question.
Honorable, just resume your seat.
Mr. Speaker, I'm sorry. It's in line with what I just put on.
Honorable Abna Osei-Asari, just resume your seat. Let us all look at Standing Order 89.3. Any other member may be allowed to ask not more than 2 supplementary questions.
Mr. Speaker, respectfully,
your supplementary question number 3 will not be allowed.
Mr. Speaker, it's on claims. So
Minister,
I was
you have
just
the
trying
floor.
to finish it.
Answer supplementary question number 1 and number 2. This is the House guided by rules.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. So it's the first one I have put on record.
Yes. So
that's
why I'm allowing the minister to answer your 2 questions, but not for you to ask the 3rd one.
Mr. Speaker, I thank my respected colleague, the former Deputy Minister for Finance, Minister of State, who I am very sure is familiar with payment to contractors in our country. I did not say made a claim of 29 million. They actually collected over almost $30 million. They've taken that one. The claim they are making is up to 14 million. That is the claim, which is also for no work done. So I am not mixing it up. I'm a procurement person as well. They've actually taken the first part. Yes, I've been paid to them. Exactly.
Mr. Speaker, the last one is that I just want to find out from the minister how claims are done in the ministry, because the minister is saying that they have brought claims amounting to $40 million, yet 1% of work has been done. These claims, how did they raise the claims? Who brought the claims to the Ministry of Roads and Highways? And how did they come about with these claims that the minister is, the claims of 40 million, the minister says has been brought to his attention? We just want to educate ourselves on how claims are brought to the Ministry of Roads. Thank you very much.
Honourable Minister, you have the floor.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, it's a very good question. Normally, contractors are the ones who raise their claims because they are the ones who are claiming to have done the work. So as of the time the $29 million was paid, they said it was up to 20% or so of the advance payment. The new claims they are bringing, which was brought to my attention when I became a minister, and I so far said I will not pay, is the 14 million. That is the contractor claiming that they've got directors and staff on site, they are paying whoever up to 14 million. And that we should process it and send it to Ministry of Finance for payment. And I said, no, we will not forward it to the Ministry of Finance because we don't believe that it is a legitimate claim. So that is it. So Ministry of Roads and Highways is in dispute with this contractor. That is why we forwarded the issue to the Attorney General. So as far as I'm concerned, I have not actually approved any additional claim from this particular contractor since there's evidence that he even attempted relocating equipment we paid for on this project to another country, covered with a warning letter from Highways. I have no doubt that this contractor or this developer must be carefully watched. Otherwise, we'll lose even more money than we have lost so far. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Educhum. Supplementary question.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, I'm a bit confused here. Because as a minister, when I was a minister, before any claims got to my desk, my staff would have vetted it, the internal would have signed off on it. No claim ever came to me with such kind of allegation that the contractor just submitted. Where are the consultants? What did the consultants say about the claim before it got to your desk?
Honourable members, order. Honourable members, order. Honourable Minister, your answer to the question.
Well, Mr. Speaker, my colleague, the former Minister of Education, asked a very important question. And I'm sure that anybody who has served in an office as a minister would have met this and queried this a number of times. Yes, sometimes many of the project, including this project, there is what we call a quality assurance person in the form of a consultant. Actually, the consultant on this particular project did not recommend this payment to be passed. It became an argument. That is why the ministry forwarded the issue to the Attorney General. So at this stage, it is not very clear to fault the consultant for have been negligent in any way at this stage on this particular project. There may be other projects which we may all have to think about on this. So it's a good question, but there's no evidence that any consultant misconducted himself by making false claim on behalf of this particular contractor.
Yes, Honorable Jijoli Gakbe.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I would like to find out from the minister.
Order.
I would like to find out from the minister what was the CD equivalent of $30 million by them?
Honorable Gakwe, I think you can order. Honorable Gakwe, I think you can pick your calculator and do the calculation. Yes, Honorable Samuel Abujinapo. No, Honorable Kwame. Honorable Minister, please resume your seat. Yes. Yes, Honorable
Mr. Speaker.
John Abdullah Jinapo. Samuel Abdullah Jinapo.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, I want to find out from the Minister if he will agree that before a certificate is paid, and the question I'm asking, Mr. Speaker, I want to ask the Minister that before a certificate is paid, as he's telling this House, an elaborate process is undertaken with consultants certifying work done or supposed to certify work done and generating certificates before it gets to the Minister's desk for approval and before onward transmission to the Ministry of Finance for payment. Will the Minister agree, Mr. Speaker, that in respect of the payment he claims, the Vice President's office or a Vice President's office will not have anything to do with this process, and it will be restricted. Mr. Speaker,
Honourable members,
it will be restricted to the Ministries of Roads and Finance. That is the question. The first question. Thank you.
yes, Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I am not aware of the personalities that processed the $29 million that was paid at the time. However, I am aware that, yes, the claim would have come from the contractor, processed by the Ministry of Roads, forwarded to the Ministry of Finance before final authorization is given. So if you suggest that the Vice President wouldn't have been aware, wouldn't be aware, I would agree, because involved. In fact, that is why I said that in my answer, that I feel very sad that the Vice President who was leading us on this particular project and who did the shortcutting was not even aware that as of June 17, 2024, when he was assuring the country that the work would continue, rather on the 11th of March, the contractor tendered his the notice of termination. So that is how sad it is. So yes, maybe the Vice President was completely ignorant of the process.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, the second question. The second question. I asked one question. The second question.
Honourable members,
Mr. Speaker,
get it clear. Honourable members, get it clear.
Mr. Speaker,
the order says that any other member may be allowed. So because of the behavior, I intend to limit supplementary question to one. Yes, honourable member, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much,
One
Mr.
supplementary
Speaker.
question.
Mr. Speaker, may I humbly ask the Minister, we all know that the Attorney General's office is saddled with lots of cases. May he give us timelines within which he would come to this House and inform us as to what has been done in respect of this claim.
Honourable Member, the question is overruled. The minister responsible for rules is not the Attorney General. He can therefore not be giving you an assurance. Yes, Honourable Joseph Kuma.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, for any sword cutting, normally the chiefs and people are always happy. And I know the Royal Highness, the Zabzugu chief, as at now, is concerned about the road. So are people plowing the road. As far as the road minister now knows the facts of the case, is there any faith that the chiefs are expecting that the contract will be continued?
Honourable Minister, expectation of continuity of the contract. You have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, I earlier said that the particular conduct of this particular contractor, evidenced by the fact that Ghana Highway Authority needed to write officially to them to caution them against relocating the equipment that we are paid for to another country. My hopes are high that this contractor would return to site in due course to complete the work. But I said, if this fails, President Mahama has already signaled that we start preparation. In case it fails, we put this under his flagship Big Push project so that we can complete the project. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, honourable members. We then move to question number 7B. Is standing in the name of Osahin Alexander Kwamina Apenyo Markins, Member of Parliament for Efutu and the Minority Leader.
Speaker, respectfully, he's not in the chamber at this point. If respectfully we can defer, when he comes in, you would ask the question. So he's
Very
not
well.
giving me permission to do so.
Very well. Honourable members, may I have your permission to introduce our revered students visiting us? We have students from PWCE Demonstration Junior High School. Their leader is Mercy Dako, head teacher. They are from Ekwapim South, 68 in number. We have students from Pakro Methodist Basic School. Leader Charity Jennifer Akpene Kwame, head mistress. They are also from Ekwapim South. They are 65 in number. We have AFS, Intercultural Exchange Programs, Ghana. Their leader is Christiana Ahu, manager. They are from Bursa North. They are 22 in number. We also have University of Ghana Business School, led by Dr. Daniel Apia, lecturer. They are from Ayawaso West Constituency, numbering 9. Last on my list is Divine Grace Academy, led by Juliet Atta, head mistress. They are from Amasama. They are 60 in number. Honourable members, on behalf of the House and on my own behalf, I welcome our dear students and wish them a fruitful visit to Parliament of Ghana. Honourable members will proceed with question number 7C. Standing in the name of Honourable Joseph Apia Boatin, Afram Plain South. You have the floor. We are still on the urgent questions. Honourable Joseph Apia Boatin. Yes. Honourable Frank Afriye.
Speaker, thank you so much. Speaker, I rise with the prior authorization of the member concerned to seek your permission in order to ask all the questions listed on his behalf.
Leave is hereby granted.
Thank you, Speaker. To ask the Minister for Roads and Highways the plans the ministry has on the construction of the bridge from Adoso to Echi. My tree is not too good, so Speaker, forgive me.
Yes, Honorable Minister. You have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, my response. In February 2022, Parliament approved a total of 350 million euros commercial contract agreement for financing the construction of 2 major roads and a bridge to boost agricultural productivity in the Afram Plains area in the Eastern region. The first agreement was between the Government of Ghana and contractor Construction UK Limited for 150 million euros to construct the Bunso Adosu Road and specified approach roads to the Adosu Bridge project. The second agreement was between the government and BNIP Janssen Adosu Consortium of the Netherlands for 200 million euros to construct a bridge over the Afram Plains River at Adosu, Echi, Amanfrom. However, the government was not able to reach financial closure on the loan. Current program, the government of Ghana has announced plans to construct a 3.6-kilometer bridge over the River Afram connecting Adoso to Echi, Amanfrom in the Eastern region. This project is part of the President's National Infrastructure Development Program, the Big Push, aiming to enhance transportation, boost agricultural productivity, and stimulate economic growth in the Afram Plains area and beyond. The proposed bridge is designed to replace the existing ferry service, which currently operates between Adoso and Echi, Amanfrom. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Member, any supplementary question?
No, Speaker, just to thank the Minister.
We move to question numbered 7D, also in the name of Joseph Apia Boatin, Member of Parliament for Afram Plains.
Thank
South.
you, Mr. Speaker. To ask the Minister for Roads and Highways the plans the ministry has on the construction of the following roads. Samensha to Chemfie, Kwame Pong Nkwanta to Domi, Domi to Wanyasu, Nsujasu to Nsujasu Asumfo, Forifori to Kwame Jamina, Forifori to Kwabena Kwao, Galon number 2 to Gadokope, and Galon number 2 to Kunadu.
Yes, Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, background. The names of the roads, as mentioned by the questioner, all are roads in the Eastern region. The above feeder roads are all located in the Afram Plains South District of the Eastern region. All the above roads are gravel surfaced in poor condition, with the exception of Kwame Pong Nkwanta to Domi, 39.3 kilometers, which has the first 20 kilometers sealed sections in poor condition. Current program, there are no programs on the roads. Future program, engineering designs and review studies will be carried out, will be conducted on the roads, that is, all as mentioned above, by the end of the third quarter of 2025 for upgrading. The execution of the works would also be considered under the 2026 budget, depending on the availability of funds. However, Kwame Pong Nkwanta to Domi, 39.39 kilometers. The execution of the works has been captured under the government's flagship National Infrastructure Development Program, the Big Push.
Member, any supplementary question?
No supplementary, Mr. Speaker.
Members, this is a constituency-specific question. We'll then move to question numbered 7E. It's also standing in the name of Joseph Apia Boating, Member of Parliament for Afram Plains.
Speaker, thank you yet again. To ask the Minister for Roads and Highways the plans the ministry has on the construction of the following roads. Amiklobo to Johnny Boafo, Ejata to Aziate Kope, Klobo to Kojo Gari, Krachi to Jones Accra, Tiase to Fosse, and Tiase Fosse Krachi, Echi Amman from to Agodeke, and Semensha to Bunasu.
Yes, Honourable Minister, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for the opportunity. The above roads are all in the Eastern Region, Afram Plains South District of the Eastern Region. Background. They are all gravel roads in very poor condition. Current program, there are no programs on this road. Future programs, engineering design studies will be conducted on the above roads by the end of the third quarter of 2025 for upgrading. The execution of the works itself would be considered under the 2026 budget depending on the availability of funds. However, Mr. Speaker, Echi Amman Road to Agodeke, which is one of the stretches, the background, the Echi Amman for Agodeke, the Echi Amman Road, Donkokrom Agodeke Road is within the Afram Plains district of the Eastern Region. Current program, the execution of the works has been captured under the government flagship National Infrastructure Development Program, the Big Push.
Member, any supplementary?
No, Speaker, no supplementary, except to thank the Minister and hope that all this come into fruition soon. Thank you so much, Speaker.
We move to question number 7F, standing in the name of Honorable Alassane Omar, Member of Parliament for Zabzugu. Yes, Honorable Chiwete.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I have the authority of the Honorable Member to seek your leave to ask questions F and G standing in his name.
Honourable Member, leave is accordingly granted. You have the floor.
I thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise on behalf of Honorable Alassane Omar to ask the Minister for Roads and Highways when the contractor on the abandoned bridge project over the Kacha River between Kuntumbilili and Obunja will return to site.
Yes, Honourable Minister, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Obunja, Kuntubili, and other surrounding communities in the Zabzugu district are yam and other crop farming centers. The bridge project over the Kacha River links the Kuntambili and Obunja, which is normally cut off during the rainy season. Current program. The contract, which was awarded under the project title Construction of Steel Bridges number 5 over this stretch of river is under Feeder Road and has been terminated due to non-performance of the contractor. The contractor completed all the abutment walls before leaving site. Engineering design studies have been completed for outstanding activities of launching of the steel components of the bridge and its ancillary works. Future program. The proposal for the outstanding activities has been submitted for consideration. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Any supplementary question?
No, Mr. Speaker, because...
Then we then move to question numbered 7G, also standing in the name of Alhassan Umar, Member of Parliament for Zabzugu.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of Honorable Umar Al-Hassan, I rise to ask the Minister for Roads and Highways when work on the Zabzugu Kontumbilili Kupangligu will commence. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Minister, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Zabzugu, Kuntambili, and Kupaligu are the other surrounding communities in the Zabzugu district, which are farming communities. The road is 25.6 kilometers long, located in the Zabzugu district of the northern region. It is an engineered road in poor condition. Current program. Procurement processes are currently ongoing for the rehabilitation of the road in two phases. Phase 1, rehabilitation of Zabzugu Kuten Biyili Kupalgu feeder road, which is 12.80 kilometers, and then the phase 2, which is rehabilitation of Zabzugu Kuntambiyili Kupalgu feeder road, 12.80 kilometers. Acceptance letter for the phase 1 has been issued, awaiting the formal signing of the contract. The contract for phase 2 has been signed, and the contractor has been given possession of the site. The works is expected to be completed within 18 calendar months. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Chiwete, any supplementary?
No, Mr. Speaker, I very much appreciate the opportunity given me to ask the questions.
Honourable members, that brings us to the end of questions listed to be answered by the Minister responsible for roads and highways. Yes, the end of the urgent questions. Yes, according to the Second Deputy Whip, he said the question should be stood down for him.
Mr. Speaker, that
Yes.
may be the prayer from when we started. But now we are about to conclude. Okay, here he is, he's come. So I'm sure we can take his question.
Very well.
Yes, in respect of rules. Minority Leader, you are welcome.
Honourable members, we've come to urgent question number 7B. In the name of Osahin Alexander Kwamina Aponyo Maki, Member of Parliament for Efutu and Minority Leader. You have the floor. The Road and Highways Minister is seated.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for the opportunity, and thank you, Honorable Minister, for coming. Oftentimes you come here to harass leadership. Today you are here to answer questions.
Honorable Minority Leader, please proceed to ask a question.
Mr. Speaker, I take this opportunity to ask the Minister for Roads and Highways what necessitated suspension of the National Roads Authority Act 2024, Act 1118, and to provide clarity on the legal basis for such a ministerial action. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Minister, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, Thank you for the opportunity. My answer to the respected minority leader. The National Road Authority Act 24, Act 1180, was passed by Parliament and assented to by His Excellency the President on the 31st of July 2024. Subsequently, the staff of the Ghana Highway Authority petitioned the President over the establishment of the National Road Authority and intimated industrial action. The ministry then filed a complaint to the National Labour Commission to halt the industrial action. The National Labour Commission, after hearing the parties, directed that the implementation of the National Road Authority be put on hold and engage in further consultation with the Union of the Ghana Highway Authority and other stakeholders. The ministry is currently in consultation with the Attorney General's Office for advice on the next step.
There is any supplementary question?
Rightly so, Mr. Speaker. Honorable Minister, you are well aware that no legislation has ever had 100% acceptance by the general public, particularly the direct stakeholders that are affected by this. Is it your case that the mere action by the stakeholders that you mentioned in petitioning the authorities was compelling enough to make a public declaration of, as you put it, a suspension of a legislation?
Yes, Minister, I have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as I mentioned earlier, it was the National Labour Commission that directed that the implementation be suspended and further engagement with stakeholders be carried out. I only highlighted that when I became a minister, that the National Labour Commission, to avert unrest at the ministry, directed the suspension whilst we engage further with Ghana Highway Authority particularly. I am not aware that it was just a mere resistance. By the way, Ghana Highway Authority is the most significant in the three entities: highways, urban road, and feeder road. But irrespective of their influence, it is the intention of government to have a peaceful work atmosphere at the ministry for all of them to work harmoniously. And I can guarantee you we are doing all this within the ambit of the law. There was no unilateral decision by government to suspend. Rather, we are just following the advice of the National Labour Commission.
Mr. Speaker.
Yes, any further supplementary?
Rightly so, Mr. Speaker.
Very well.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Minister tells this House that the suspension was as a result of a directive by the National Labour Commission. By way of a background, I am aware that the National Labour Commission is an adjudicating body. As part of its powers, it can make interim orders when a matter is pending before it. As part of the clarity, is the minister telling this august House that the directive that he refers to is one of such interim orders made by the National Labour Commission? And if so, can he, at the appropriate time, provide a copy of such ruling to this House if he is not immediately available?
Honourable Minister, limit your answer to whether or not you can provide the House the appropriate order.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. Yes, I can provide that to the House. All those that has transpired between the National Labour Commission and the Ministry forms part of documentation forwarded to Attorney General for advice. And once we get the advice on the next step forward, I shall be in the House to update the House accordingly.
Yes, supplementary number 3.
Mr. Speaker, just by way of clarity, Honourable Minister, are you saying that pursuant to the directive or the interim ruling of the Labour Commission, which ruling you complied, you did so without first recourse to the Attorney General? Is that your case?
Well, I didn't say that. What I said was that before I assumed office as a minister, the agencies were already in dispute, and the ministry appeared before National Labour Commission together with the parties. And at that interim ruling, they were directed to suspend implementation and carry out further negotiations to come to an amicable solution. That was not achieved. When I became a minister, I also attempted a number of times, and we couldn't come to an amicable conclusion. That was the reason we are seeking the advice of the Attorney General on the way forward.
Yes, we'll give some flexibility, though the rules strictly say 3 supplementary. Being a leader, we are giving you some dispensation.
Mr. Speaker, with respect, just for the records, having 5 supplementary as a leader comes as of right. Please, if we may refer to the standing orders.
Yes.
Yes, Mr.
Refer
Speaker.
to the standing orders and tell me where specifically.
No, Mr. Speaker, you invoke the rule that I'm not entitled. So you have to guide us with the rule.
So standing order 89.
Check.
2.
Yes.
The member who asks a question may be allowed to ask not more than 3 supplementary questions.
Mr. Speaker, that's on leaders.
On the substantive question.
For leaders.
That is the position based on which I said you are entitled to 3 questions. But being a leader, we can give you some flexibility. However, if you are telling me by the rules you are entitled to 5 questions, then the onus is on you to show me the rules by which you are entitled to 5 questions.
Very well. Mr. Speaker, with respect, Mr. Speaker, you are my senior at the bar. And at the bar, there is this courtesy we are called our seniors. The seniors are never wrong. Seniors are never wrong. Mr. Speaker, seniors go through some period of oversight. But, Mr. Speaker, 89.3, sir. I'm fortified by 89.3, sir.
Yes, so let's read 89.3.
Together. Yes.
Any other member may be allowed to ask not more than 2 supplementary questions. And any other member in this case is a member other than the person asking the question.
Read all.
Read all. That's a whole.
Mr. Speaker, read all.
Except that the majority and the minority leader are co-leaders. May each ask not more than 5 supplementary questions on the substantive questions.
Mr. Speaker, am I right?
So you have 2 more
Mr.
questions
Speaker,
to ask.
have I passed?
You are right. So you have 2 more questions to ask.
Hello, Mr. Speaker, you know, it's difficult to pass your exam.
Yes.
So for me to pass on this occasion,
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, I've done well.
You are right. So you have 2 more questions.
Honorable Minister, we know that the AG's office assigns legal assistant to the various ministries. What you are telling this House, which have become part of the records of this House, is to the effect that you actually complied with a directive of the Labour Commission prior to the AG's intervention. And by the way, I'm quite curious, having regard to the fact that the mandate of the Labour Commission has to do with labor-related issues. This is a substantive law that deals with a whole range of issues in the sector. As to whether, in terms of jurisdiction, the Labour Commission acted within its jurisdiction or perhaps acted in want of jurisdiction or acted without jurisdiction is another matter. But these are matters of law. I wouldn't want to burden you with saying. But is it your case that upon assumption of office, having regard to your own explanation that only yesterday I thought you've changed?
Conclude your question.
Having regard to the fact that he himself tells us that he engaged in further negotiation upon assumption of office, is it his argument that in all of these he did not engage the Attorney General prior?
Honorable Minister, hold it. Honorable Leader, I think flowing from his answers, he came to meet that particular order, carry out the order, and ferry the issue to the Attorney General for advice. So, if you are confronted with an order, are you to determine the legality or otherwise of the order? You carry it out and ferry it to the Attorney General. So if there are legal issues, the Attorney General on behalf of the ministry will then pick up the issue with either the court or the Labour Commission.
Mr. Speaker, we shall continue to use this platform as a classroom to learn. I am therefore yielding to the superior views that you've just expressed and will not belabor the matter that I have raised. So I will shift so that we can make progress.
Very well.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Mr. Speaker, may I know from the Honorable Minister whether the issue that the stakeholders are pursuing or have pursued at the Labour Commission is only on an aspect of the law which deals with labour issues or is on the entire law?
Yes, Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. After engaging the stakeholders on a number of occasions, I see in my personal view, the issues are fundamental to the whole act. And that is why we believe the best step forward is to ask the Attorney General to advise on the way forward. There are not issues, I believe, we can address internally since we have tried since 2024 till date and failed, I believe Attorney General will be the best advice to the way forward. By the way, the ministry does not have a legal department, which is something that I'm not sure we are the only ones. It's something that we need to address. And probably, I think the Ministry of Roads deals with too many issues that border on contracts and other things. It is probably appropriate for us to get a secondment either from Attorney General permanently with us, or create a legal department where it will be manned by professional lawyers to assist us.
Supplementary question number 5.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. I agree with the minister's approach in finding a holistic solution. However, what is pricking my curiosity is the jurisdictional function of the Labour Commission in placing on ice the entire enactment. Because, Mr. Speaker, Parliament was very clear, and the Constitution itself is equally clear on the functions of the Commission. We have to be careful not to create an impression to the country that the Labour Commission, even when it is seized with a mandate of labour issues, it can extend its arm and stop the operation of an entire law.
Honorable Minority Leader, be guided by Standing Order 88.8.
Rightly so. Yes, sir. Mr.
Order
Speaker.
88.8.
Very well. Very well, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, that is how my curiosity is founded. That because of a labor-related issue, which of course is an aspect of the law, Labour Commission now issues a directive that the entire law should be injuncted. And so has been the case. I wouldn't want to belabor. I believe that it's a matter for you to consider. You are very new to the job and you are doing your best. So we will not push too much for today. But let me, on that note, thank you for making yourself.
Please address the chair.
Mr. Speaker, let me take this opportunity to thank my respected colleague, a former leader of this House, now a Roads Minister, for attending upon this very question. I pray that he is able to do more, and also in the discharge of his duties at the ministry, get a lot more of our roads constructed. We know the challenges. I hope that in doing so, he will be fair and look broadly at the challenges at the ministry and not be parochial or act discriminatory. I have no doubt that he will do the right thing. Mr. Speaker, on that note, I would want to again thank him for making himself available.
Thank you. Yes. Honorable Minister, on my own behalf, and very well, if you want to say something, you are permitted to do so.
Yeah, I want to thank the respected leader. I'm only building upon where my predecessors left off, and I can guarantee you there will be no discrimination. Let me make you happy. We are just about to start work on the Winneba Junction, Winneba Runabout, and do it all the way to the university, and a lot of work around Winneba, just to signal that there's continuity in development. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, this is a happy news. And Mr. Speaker, this is a happy news that I want my constituents to hear this good news coming from the Honorable Minister, that from the runabout all the way into main town, Winneba, is scheduled to be worked on. Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Minority Leader, file another urgent question. That will be a constituency specific question. Yes, Majority Chief Whip.
Speaker, thank you for the opportunity. Mr. Speaker, let me confirm from the Honourable Minister whether or not it is the operationalization of the law that has been suspended and not an attempt to set aside the law as passed by Parliament. Whether or not that's the case.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Indeed, a minister has no such powers to suspend a law passed by Parliament. Indeed, it is the operationalization that became problematic, leading to the advice to further engage to make sure that the labor front at the ministry is peaceful. So as of now, that law hasn't changed. If there will be any further decision on that particular act, I will come to the House and make that known to the House.
Yes, Honourable. Honourable, I rule that we will limit supplementary questions to one each. So I intend giving the floor to Honourable Asensubochi, with all due respect. Please, with all due respect. Yes, Honourable Asensubochi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity. Mr. Speaker, the Honourable Minister did mention that the issues raised by one of the agencies is so fundamental to the Act. That is why he came to the conclusion that he has to defer the matter to the Attorney General's Department. I just want to find out from the Minister, what are those issues?
Well, Honourable,
I think the House...
we've all listened to what he said. He said that the implementation of the law generated a lot of concern, labor issues, and it ended up at the Labor Commission. So it was the Labor Commission that directed that pending the resolution of the matter, they should step the law down, based on which he has forwarded it to the Attorney General's Department for advice.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm sure you are aware that I'm very much familiar with the issues because I was the minister in charge.
So
at that
if
time.
you have a question to ask.
He said, no, that's what I'm asking, Mr. Speaker.
Yes. I know.
Yeah,
yes, I know. But what I'm doing is that I've also listened to the answers. Therefore, if you are quoting the minister's answer, you need to quote the minister's answer right. So if you are putting words in the mouth of the minister, definitely I'll pick it up with you.
In response to the minority leader, he said that he came to that conclusion of deferring the matter to the AG's office because the issues involved, as raised by one of the agencies, are so fundamental to the law. And I think it will not be out of place for him to share those issues with the House. Thank you.
Sir, I'll give you the opportunity.
Mr. Speaker, one of the Ghana Highway Authority particularly raised fundamental issues on a number of clauses in the Act. I'm unable to start mentioning the clauses and what the concerns there are that they've raised. I believe all that have been filed as evidence to the Attorney General's office, and I am very confident that after a review of those, the Attorney General will be seized with enough fact to advise on the way forward. So I cannot begin to share some of them because it will be half work done. What about the ones I'm unable to share? So I'm unable to start attempting to share some of the details of their consent. But all those details have been filed to the Attorney General's office for advice.
Yes, Honourable Nitiwul.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, apart from the Ghana Highway Authority, as you mentioned, which other agencies raised labor issues or were involved in the decision to refer the act to the Attorney General about the suspension? Which are the other agencies?
Minister, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, significantly, the concerns are largely from Ghana Highway Authority. Indeed, we have the Ghana Highway Authority, the urban roads and feeder roads, and to an extent, road fund, which is insignificant in terms of the size of their operations. So I can confirm that much of the concern is from Ghana Highway Authority. Yes, and Ghana Highway Authority is the most significant in terms of numbers and operation in the 3 units under the ministry.
Yes, Honorable.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the issue that is being raised right now, and I'm a member and deputy ranking for the Roads and Transport Committee, and this matter has come up a few times. Mr. Speaker, I want to find out from the minister why he thinks that a matter from the Labour Commission can injunct or hold the ministry from operationalizing the law. What was the basis for that conclusion?
Well, the minister is not the lawyer. That is why he is seeking advice from the AG's department.
Mr. Speaker, but something would have prompted him, put him on inquiry, to assume that the Labour Commission can stop the law from operating.
We have listened to the minister. There was a direction from the Labour Commission following a threatened labor unrest. So when the directives came, in order not to arrogate the power of a lawyer, he has forwarded the issue to Attorney General's department for advice. If we were to be having the legal reasoning, if we were to be having the legal reasoning, Honorable Member, he wouldn't have sent it to the Attorney General. So, with all due respect, the question is overruled.
Mr. Speaker, I'm sure the minister is capable because he has said something close to, the answer that we want from him before.
It is not whether or not the minister is capable or not that guides the admissibility of a question.
I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yeah. Majority Chief Whip. About the rest of the urgent questions.
Yes, Speaker. We are done for roads. Very
well. So what is the application? Once the road minister is seated, we'll move to the other questions.
That is for urgent questions.
Very well. Foreign members, for urgent questions directed at the Minister for Roads and Highways. We have exhausted it. However, we have a lot of questions for him to respond to. So let's move to question number 66. Standing in the name of Honorable Michael Kwesi Edu, Member of Parliament for Ofori-Klum. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I want to ask the Honorable Minister for Roads and Highways when the following roads in the Ofori-Klum constituency will be completed. 1, the Pencil Factory Road from Odium to Asokore Mampong. The Bebre Road, the Duako Chumdiasi Teachers Quarters Road, the Kote Corvette Road, and the Mesuem Road. Thank you very much.
Yes, Honorable Minister, you have the floor.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Background. The Ofori-Klum Municipality Assembly is in the Ashanti region and has Ofori-Klum as its capital. Current program, Pencil Factory Road. The Pencil Factory Road is a 3.5-kilometer road and is being executed by the Department of Urban Roads under the contract title Design and Construction of Swame Interchange Local Roads Component. The project commenced on the 10th of February 2023 for completion by 9th February 2025, which has since elapsed. A request for an extension of time is under review. Drainage structures and surfacing of the Pencil Factory Road have been completed. Works are at 85% physical completion. The contractor is currently mobilizing to carry out safety and traffic management works on the road. Bebre, the Duako Chum Doase Teachers Quarters. There is no program for the above roads. Kote Culvert. Upgrading to bituminous surfacing of Kote Sewa, Kote Culvert Road, 9.12 kilometers. Background. Kote is a town in the Forikrom municipality in the Ashanti region. It is a 10-kilometer road from the center of Kumasi. Current program. The Kote Sewa Feeder Road has been awarded under the contract title Upgrading to Bituminous Surfacing of Kote Sewa Feeder Road and Critical Accesses. The contract was awarded on the 2nd of October 2024 for duration of 18 months. Works are yet to commence. Msueum, the Department of Urban Road awarded the contract titled Drainage Works along Mesiwam Road, 2.6 kilometers, lot 23. The contract commenced on the 27th of September 2024 for completion by 26 March 2025, which has since elapsed. The contractor has abandoned site. The Department of Urban Road is engaging the contractor to return to site to complete all the outstanding works. The physical progress of the works is 52%.
Yes, Honourable Member.
Yes,
Supplementary question.
Honourable Minister, if you may help me with the reason that the contractor has abandoned the Imesuem Road, and also who the contractor is. And then with the Kote Covert Road, I also want to know when the contractor will be starting work and who is actually on the road, which contractor the road was awarded to. Thank you very much.
Yes, Honourable Minister, very convoluted question.
Mr. Speaker, the Bebre project, the contractor is Measures MJB Company Limited. The Kote Culvert, the contractor is also Measures MJB Company Limited. Mr. Speaker, why are the contractors not on site? I am not aware of why they are not on site since the project was awarded at the tail end of 2024. It means they've not done so much work, maybe just about a year or less. In fact, less than a year, more or less. So I'm unaware of the exact reasons the contractors are not on site. But we keep encouraging contractors to continue to work. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honourable Member. Very well. Honourable Member, this is a constituency-specific question. We move to question number 67, standing in the name of Honourable Laurette Koko Asante, Member of Parliament for Etiwa West.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to ask the Minister for Roads and Highways when the road in the Etiwa West constituency will resume and be completed. Is there Koso Tumfa Ekropong Road and the Akakum Amonum and Krakai Road? Thank you.
Yes, Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Ekroso Tumfa Akropong Feeder Road It's a 14.6 kilometer long road. It is located in the Echiwa West municipality of the Eastern region. It is an engineered, perma-sealed road in poor condition. Current program. The road project is titled Upgrading to Bituminous Surfacing of Ekroso Tumfa Akropong Feeder Road, 14.6 kilometers. Works commenced on the 2nd of October 2020 for completion by the 1st of October 2021. The progress of work is estimated at 70% physical completion. The contractor has abandoned the site. The contract has since been terminated. Future program. Engineering design studies will be carried out by the end of the third quarter of 2025 for consideration. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Any supplementary?
Yes, Mr. Speaker. The Akroso Tumfa Akropong Road is a critical artery in the area, and my people are really suffering. The contractor did the first phase and was supposed to come back to complete it and did not. So the place is really, there are potholes and it's getting to where it's unmotorable. So my question is, can the minister authorize at least a reshaping in the interim? Since the contract has been terminated with the current contractor. First of all, who is the contractor? Who was the contractor? And can you authorize a reshaping in the interim so that the constituents can at least use that road? Thank you.
Yes, Honorable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I sympathize with my colleague about the nature of road in her constituency. She asked for a remedial intervention. We shall take this on board to see whatever we can do in the interval to at least make it motorable whilst we carry out the engineering studies to find out the best solution going forward. According to my records, the contractor is Measures First Sky Limited.
Any more supplementary?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you to the Roads Minister for indicating that at least they would do something remedial. May I ask how soon will that be? Thank you, Minister.
Mr. Speaker, how soon?
Mr. Speaker, we're just about rolling out the routine maintenance works across the country. So we will do as much as the fiscal space allows us in terms of what we can finance. But I take particular attention to your request. I will do our best to see. I'm unable to give you timeline since we are now in the process of doing that. But as soon as we start, I would pay attention to that as well. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
We'll now move to question number 68. Standing in the name of Mr. Rudolph Amoko Jamra, Upper Denchira West.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, let me correct the name. The name is Rudolph Amoko Jampa, not Jamra. Jampa. Mr. Speaker, I rise to ask the Minister for Roads and Highways the plans of the ministry to complete the following roads projects which was started by the previous government. Ayamfre Dunkwao Road and Subin Nipanikro Nyunons Road. Thank you.
Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ayamfuri Dunkwa Road. The Dunkwa Ayamfuri Road is classified as Interregional Road IR8 in the Central Region. It connects Upper Denchira East Municipal Capital, Dunkwa, to Diaso, the capital of the Upper Denchira West District, through Ayamfuri. This road plays a crucial role in connecting the Ashanti, Central, and Western regions. Current program. The road has been awarded under the contract title Partial Reconstruction of Dunkwa, Ayamfuri Road, 8 kilometers. The project was awarded on the 5th of October 2023 for duration of 24 calendar months. The contractor commenced work on the 26th of February 2024 for completion by 25th of February 2026. The project is currently at 39.8% physical completion. The contractor is currently not on site and has indicated suspension of works in a letter dated 18th of November 2024 due to delay in payment for works done. The Ghana Highway Authority is in discussion with the contractor to complete outstanding works.
Honourable Member, any follow-up? Honourable Minister, put your microphone off.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I thank the Minister for giving us the update. Like the Minister rightfully said, the contractor has left site due to delay in payment. I want to ask the Minister if the contractor has submitted some certificates that are not being paid. And if so, I'll ask the Minister, when are they going to talk to the contractor to come back to site? And again, to the Nipanikro Subin Road. The Minister didn't say anything about the Nipanikro Subin Road. Thank you.
Yes, Honourable Minister.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. The first part of his question, the Ghana Highway Authority is already in talks with the contractor to return to site. It has already been indicated that the contractor left site because of lack of payment. Mr. Speaker, indeed, I stood exactly at this dispatch box and indicated Government of Ghana owes contractors today in excess of 22 billion Ghana cedis. It is part of the reasons some contractors are not on site. Government is working seriously to retire those claims on works done. The second part of his question is the one I'm coming to address now, which is Subin, that is Subin, right? Yeah, Subin to Nipanikro Road. The Nipanikro Road, right, okay. Mr. Speaker, the Subin Nipanikro is captured on the Department of Federal Roads database as Asaman Nipanikro Ni Nausu Federal Road, 14 kilometers. It is an engineered road in fair surface condition and is located in the Upper Denchira West District of the Central Region. Current program. There are 3 different roads, and this is the program. The 3 above contracts were awarded on the 2nd of February 2023 and commenced on the 14th of April 2023 for completion by 13th of April 2024. The project is behind schedule due to delay in payment for works done. The progress of work for the Phase 1 contract is 76%, the Phase 2 is 81%, and Phase 3 is 85%. The contractor executing all the 3 contracts is on site and the work is progressing. The major challenge encountered is the activity of illegal mining along the section of the road which necessitated the provision of additional culverts and earthworks to address the waterlogged condition created from the disruption of flow from water bodies around. Mr. Speaker, I went there myself and I had a discussion with my colleague. The brazen nature by which some of our compatriots are carrying out illegal mining. If you were to go there, you can see that even not far from the police station, people are basically at an arm's length carrying out galamsey and doing the washing, and the water there is bringing the mud to fill up the road. So whilst the original scope did not envisage the creation of new culverts because of the illegal activities of miners, now we need to revise the scope and create a new culvert. But Mr. Speaker, we don't build culverts to carry mud. So even if we build the culverts and we don't cease the illegal mining, all that we'll see is the mud will come and choke the culvert and we'll be back to the same point. So I want to encourage my colleague and the community and as a whole country that the damage caused to us by illegal mining is extending to areas that we didn't know in the past. Now it's affecting road construction and increasing the cost of road construction. The damage to our water bodies is another matter that other ministers will handle. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable Minister, thank you. I know that the mining activity is also something worrying contractors on that road. And with the chiefs and elders around the area, we've spoken to those doing the mining activities along the road. But then I spoke to the contractor recently, and he said that
Honorable member, what is your supplementary question?
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, my supplementary question is the contractor said he has raised certificates and they've not paid him. So he's even prepared to go back, pack all his things and go back. And Mr. Speaker, if Minister can, please talk to the contractor and arrange some payment for him to go back to site and speed up the work for us. I think it's going to help. And these miners will not go there and disrupt the project. Thank you.
Honorable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, yes, my colleague is right. If you look at the physical completion, I must say this contractor has done, on average, about 70% of the work, which is commendable. Indeed, as I said, these are some of the projects we should be able to complete and preserve the investment we have made. So we are going to do that. But Mr. Speaker, I don't shy away from being truthful about this matter of indebtedness to contractors. It is not easy to raise 22 billion and pay contractors within the shortest possible time. But the budget we approved in this House suggests that we may be paying part of the indebtedness this year, and we are working towards that. And I want to thank him for, I know he's done some advocacy in the constituency to advise our compatriots engaged in illegal mining, whose activities is partly responsible for the damage to a section of the road, to change their hearts so that we can preserve the investment that has been done. And I want to commend him for that intervention between him and his chiefs on this particular issue. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honourable Member, are you done?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honourable Members, before proceeding to the other question, permit me to acknowledge the presence of students from Ejumako Catholic School. Their leader is Mariam Saki, a teacher, and they are from Ejumako Enyang Constituency. They numbered 120. You are welcome. May you have a fruitful stay. Honourable Members, let's move to question number 69. Standing in the name of before. Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Speaker.
Okay. Yes, you have the floor.
Speaker, before I proceed, I would take your leave to do a few corrections in question number 69. Speaker, the name of Abofo has been wrongly spelled. It's Abofor, ABO, not ABA. So ABOFOUR. And then the next one is Namon and not Namai. The correct spelling is NAAMONG. Namon. Speaker, I rise to ask the Minister for Roads and Highways the status of the following roads in the Offenso South constituency. Abofor Town Roads, Namon Town Roads, Abofor to Chebi, and then Kokote Bonsua Wawasi Road. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Offenso municipality is located in Ashanti region and has Offenso as its capital. Current program, about 4 town roads. The about 4 town roads have been earmarked for rehabilitation by Department of Urban Roads under the contract titled Rehabilitation of Abofo and Nyankasu Area Road, 7 kilometers. The project commenced on the 20th of May 2020 for completion on the 19th of May 2022, which has later been extended to 16th of December 2024. The contractor is yet to commence works on the above 4 towns roads. The project is at 30% physical completion. However, the contractor is not on site. Efforts are being made to get the contractor back to site to complete the outstanding works. Namong Town Roads, Abofo Chebi Road, and then Kokote Bonsua Wawase Road. There is no program for the above roads. The Department of Federal Roads will conduct engineering studies on the Namong Town Road, Abofo Chebi Road, and then Kokote Bonsua Wawaso Road, and submit a report with cost estimate by end of the 3rd quarter of 2025 for consideration. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Any supplementary question?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, first of all, let me thank the Minister for the response. But Speaker, I'm sad to hear that there is no program on the Namon, Abofo Chebi, and Kokoti Bonsua Wawasi roads. Speaker, I want to plead with the Minister to take a trip to the Offenso South constituency and see the nature of roads in the constituency.
Honourable Member, is that your question?
It's a plea. It's a plea.
You are to ask a supplementary
Speaker,
question.
The supplementary
so
question
if you do not have a supplementary question, you can thereafter approach the Minister.
Speaker, it's a plea through you.
You can approach the Minister thereafter, but over here by the rules, you have to ask supplementary question, but not to make a plea.
Well noted, Mr. Speaker. Speaker, I want to find out from the Minister the names of the various contractors.
Minister, the names of the contractors.
Mr. Speaker, the rehabilitation of Abofo and Anyankasu area roads. The contractor is NATO Complex Limited, and then rehabilitation of Abofo Nyankasu area road, kilometer 7 and beyond. The Namang Town Roads is the contractor is Measures JB and Company Limited. I think that's it. So there are 2 contractors, Measures JB Company Limited, and NATO spelled as KNATTO Complex Limited is the contractor for the first one. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Any further question?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Osahi.
Mr. Speaker, I was earlier drawing your attention to what the Majority Chief Whip did regarding varying the proceedings to allow the Minister of Roads to continue. Though in principle, I had nothing against it, in spite of his refusal to consult us on what the party wanted to go. But it's obvious to me that the two ministers who are scheduled to answer questions today, Minister for Government Communications and the Foreign Minister, are still not here in this chamber. Colleagues, the Honorable Jinapo has been in the chamber. The other colleagues whose questions are scheduled are still here. And there is also a question for Government Communications. And in particular, that question for Minister responsible for Government Communications has been pending for over 3 months. We had it before we went on recess. And because of the budget, we were told that they would defer. And it's still pending. So I'm just using this opportunity to draw his attention to get them into the chamber to answer these questions. We can't continue to defer and all.
Honorable Minority Leader, well, if you get there, we'll cross the bridge. I have perused some letters. So once the road minister
Mr. Speaker, then I would suggest to you
yes,
that if you have perused some letters,
yes,
let's deal with them so that members may attend to some other.
Honorable member, we are all members of Parliament.
Very well.
So if we are to deal with the matter so that members will go and be attending to other matters.
Mr. Speaker, I in particular, I'm doing some interviews.
Yes, we know. That is why we granted you. So once the permission has been granted, let us not argue over it. Let's give the opportunity to the road minister so that when the questions directed at the road minister is exhausted, then we'll come to others. Then once we are there, whatever issue, we can address it at that level. So we'll proceed to question number 70. Standing in the name of Frederick Yao Ahinkwa. German North. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to ask the Minister for Road and Highways on the state of the Brekum-Sampa Road that was awarded to Rango Company Limited on 2nd April 2024 for construction.
Yes, Honourable Minister, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, I thank you for the opportunity. The Brekum-Sampa Jinijini Road, designated as Interregional Road IR9, is a 119-kilometer trunk road in the Bono region. It traverses key districts including Brekum East Municipality, Brekum West District, Doma East District, German South Municipality, and German North District. This road plays a crucial role in connecting the Bono region to the Ahafo region and serves as a strategic trade route linking Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire through the Sampa border. Current program. The section from Brekum to Sampa, 80 kilometers of the road, has been awarded for reconstruction under the contract titled Reconstruction of Jinijidi Sampa Road, 80 kilometers R9. The project was awarded on the 11th of December 2024 for the duration of 48 calendar months. The contractor is scheduled to commence work soon, and the contractor within the period of mobilization to site. Mr. Speaker, the fact is that this project does not yet have commencement certificate. That is partly the reason the contractor did not start. I'm told. So, as said, we'll be working to get it done.
Thank you, Honourable Member. Any supplementary question?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm most grateful to the Honourable Minister for the light he has thrown on the condition of the road. But I would like to plead with him to talk to the contractor, at least to speed up the mobilization process so that work can commence.
That one, I will plead with you to lobby the contractor.
The
Ask
road
questions.
is in a very deplorable state.
Honourable Member,
very
Honourable
deplorable
Member,
state. Thank you.
You are to go and lobby the contractor. Here, you ask questions.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, but Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, just for clarity, as I said, this was duly awarded but did not have commencement certificate. By the law that we passed in this House, no entity is allowed to commence or commit government to expenditure without commencement certificate from the Ministry of Finance. So whilst the project was indeed awarded in 2024, the contractor did not start work because they are aware that there was no commencement certificate. We are currently trying to cover this under the President's infrastructure plan, under the big push, because indeed it was awarded and there was no work done. So in effect, as far as I'm concerned, there is no contract on that project because the contractor never accepted and actually commenced work. Thank you.
Question number 71, standing in the name of Honourable Peter Lanchini Tobu, Member of Parliament for Waha West. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I rise to ask the Minister for Roads and Highways when the road between Wenchi and Wa will be given a facelift from its current deplorable state. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Honourable Minister.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, once again, thank you. And I thank my colleague for the question. Indeed, that is why I took time and went to all the 16 regions to see all these projects for myself. And I can say that it is in a very terrible state, just like many other roads. This is the background, Mr. Speaker. The Wenchi-Wa section forms part of the National Route 12, which spans from Elubo to Hamile. The N12 traverses several important regional capitals, towns, municipalities, and districts such as Goso, Sunyani, Wenchi, Bamboe, Sola, and Wa. This road plays a crucial role in connecting the southern part of the country to the northern part and the neighboring countries of country of Burkina Faso. It is important in facilitating trade and improving the economic benefit between the two countries. Current program. The execution of this work has been captured under the government flagship National Infrastructure Development Program, the Big Push. Mr. Speaker, I carried out another review of those projects this morning, and I can say that we are on course to shortly award these projects. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Peter Lanchini Tobu, any supplementary question?
Yes, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as I speak to you, if care is not taken in the next 1 month, VIP will stop plying the Wa road. Already, STC has stopped, and they are going through Fufulso to Techiman, lengthening the distance and resulting in higher cost. I want to ask the Minister, I know his passion for that road. When do we expect to see contractor on the Wa Hamile Wenchi road? When do we expect to see contractor on it?
Honourable Minister, when is contractor expected?
Mr. Speaker, indeed, a section of this has been awarded under contract, and once again, the contractors are not yet on site. That is why we have decided to capture the entire length, at least up to Wa, under the first phase of the Big Push. I also acknowledge the concern he raised about the Via Bridge, which indeed on a number of occasions when the rainfall pattern yields so much rain, it overtops the bridge and creates a lot of problems. We are monitoring the situation. We hope that by the end of this month, some of these projects will be on site, and whoever the contractor is will be made to be responsible for to carry out any works to protect the bridge until the completion. It will take some time to actually replace the bridge. It is not a small bridge, so it takes months, if not at least up to 8 months, to be able to completely replace what we have on that section. So I will be working with you to make sure that we save the situation. Hopefully the rain doesn't come in the way too much. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honourable Member.
I want to thank the Honourable Minister for the answers as we keep hope alive. Thank you.
We now take question number 72, standing in the name of Dixon Chiredua, Member of Parliament for Brekum East. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. I'm a Member of Parliament for Brekum West, not Brekum East.
Well, the other paper said Brekum East.
Thank
Very
you
well. Note the table of his take note.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to ask the Honourable Minister for Roads and Highways the actions being taken by the ministry since 2017 to restore the following routes in Brekum West constituency, namely Adom Ebisasi Road, Nsapo Ebi Junction Road, and Ebi Junction Ebi Road. Thank you.
Yes, Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The above-mentioned roads are located in the Brekum East municipality of the Bono region. The roads are in poor condition. Current program. The 3 roads have been awarded under a contract titled Upgrading of Sika Mentwa Adom Junction to Abi Junction in Nsapo Feeder Road, 11.65 kilometers. The contract commenced on the 25th of January 2021 for completion by 24th January 2022. The project is at 51.61% physical completion. The contractor is currently not on site due to delay in payment for works done. Warning letters were issued to the contractor to return to site and complete the outstanding works. A request for termination dated 4th March 2024 has been issued pending approval. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honourable Minister. Honourable Member, any supplementary?
Yes, thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. May I clarify once again that these roads are in Brekum West, not Brekum East. In Minister's response, he said Brekum East. That's why I want to clarify. And may I follow up with the Minister to find out that, judging from the fact that these roads were supposed to have been completed in 2022, and they are over 3 years late, is he considering pressing to terminate these contracts and bring on board contractors who are capable to complete the work as soon as possible for the good people of Brekum West? Thank you.
Yes, Honourable Minister.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. Contracts are managed within the terms of the contract. That is why I said that the contractor has been issued the required number of warning letters, and we are in the process of terminating the contract if the contractor does not return to site and work. Indeed, if it's terminated, we will have to put it together and get a contractor who is more capable to complete the work. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honourable Member.
There is nothing more except to thank the Honourable Minister for the comprehensive response provided. Thank you.
Thank you too. We now move to question number 73, standing in the name of Honorable Alassane Suleiman, Member of Parliament for Yoyo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to